Hey, Happy Crew, HappiDaze here, and we are back. I know we took a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, we had some life stuff going on, had some in-laws move in with us, so it is what it is. But with that being said, we're doing some polls. We're going to get back in the swing of things. My recording space is back to how it was before. So yeah, we'll be able to do a lot of videos again. Like I said, still trying to get fully back up to speed. So I can't guarantee I'm going to have videos out every day like before, but just bear with me as I kind of get back into the normal swing of things. We're going to do this video today, which is the polls on the Egghead banner. We'll talk about it real quick, what we're missing. And then probably later on tonight, I'll post a video with the first 3 days of Grand Party, using the G5 Luffy as a captain to show that even though he is nerfed for this season, he's still insane in terms of what he can actually do. So that being said, before we get into the polls themselves, take a look at the banner details just to go through kind of what we're looking for. Now this banner is kind of insane. 10% legend rate is great. Usually, you know, it's 7.5, so you get a little bit extra. And the great part about this is that it's limited to a very small subset of characters, and they're all really good characters. So if that was enough to make you pull on top of that, for the first 4 multis, it's only 30 gems per multis, discounted multis, which is fantastic. And then once you get through 6 through 9, it's the same thing. So to be able to do, 10 multis basically for 240 gems is an insane value. Like, I know anniversary is right around the corner. People are probably saying save, 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 and you should be if you can. But if you haven't been pulling in a lot of the recent TMs or Kazunas or, anything within the last probably year or so, there's a lot of really good characters that you can get out of this list. So just going through real quick, just to talk about who I don't have, who I'm looking to go through. Obviously, on this first set of character lists here, I have everyone except for the Pizarro. Would love to pull him. He is a staple in so many PvP teams. I don't have him. Granted, I don't have Samwon Wolf either, so, I mean, that's kind of a bummer. But Pizarro is really, like, an absolutely insane PvP unit. And there's so many teams that Stump and Toadskin, those are guys that have this guy in it. So being able to pull him would be absolutely priority number 1 for this banner. And I love it. So that's goal number 1. Scrolling down to the Treasure TM exclusive legends here. So I have everyone here except for the Karasu and Morley. So yeah, hoping we can pull them. They're not really that great in terms of you don't really see them a lot of content, of course. So it's more just for box clearing and getting, adding to the collections for some additional gems. But Karasu and Morley are okay for what they are. Again, if you haven't pulled lately, like for TM characters, like the Uchikaku is really good. The Alice is pretty awesome. On cerebral PvP teams, of course, S-Hawk for above in the Pirate Rumble is just absolutely fantastic. S-Bear is pretty good as well if you can get him up pretty high to level limit break. So yeah, I mean, already like the characters that are here are like fairly awesome. So if you get dupes, like it's completely worth it. Go down to the Kazuna Legends here. So the only one I am missing from this batch is the Donsai unit there, this guy right here. So Donsai and Leo, again, you don't really see them in much content or on many teams. So again, it'd just be more for hoping to get to the box so I can kind of complete my legends there. Have everyone else there. Outside of here, I've used the Chopper and the Robin a little bit, but really haven't used too many of the other units on here. Obviously, the Vegapunk units are supposed to kind of all work together really well, and they do. But I think until you get more Sugofest units, down the road, or Vegapunk units down the road, their real shine won't fully be there. But still good characters, still definitely worth pulling. And then the last batch of characters that we have here, just Sugofest exclusive characters. So the only one I am missing from here is the Nami and the Sanji. I was lucky, managed to pull the Usopp and the Lilith on the last TM tickets, so that was like absolutely fantastic. They're just an amazing unit with cooldown and kind of really helped the shooter team out. So really happy that I was able to get them. I might put out a video at some point, just doing a showcase of what they can do. But yeah, outside of this list here, like I said, the only one I'm really looking for is the Nami and the Sanji unit. The Law and Beppo is fine. They're really great if you can get their potential abilities maxed out. Obviously, the Kuzen is just kind of okay. Burgess, you don't really see him do too much play outside of when he came out with his with the batch for Teach there. And then, the Giants do actually have some usage both in PvP and in content. And yeah, so there's a couple good characters there. So definitely worth pulling. So with that said, there's no one really on the rare recruit side who I kind of want to really call. I mean, they're all okay. I'm gonna pull like 1,000 Fugars because I just do. It's just how my pulls end up going. But yeah, so being said, let's get into the polls and see if we're going to be lucky or not lucky today. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the first multi. 30 gems. Love to see it. A lot of guarantee steps for legends. And all right, yellow text, we'll take it. We don't necessarily have to get cut-ins to get some of the newest legends or the red hockey. It's possible to get them without that. So yeah, we're just looking for reds. Already 2 reds, which is just a fantastic start to our run here. Let's see if we get anyone good out of those 2 reds. Fugar, I told you my boy Fugar was going to be there at least a bunch of times there. Wabeppo, I don't have them max, so that will actually be really helpful for the potential abilities there. Oh, there we go. Number 1 unit I was looking for, Avalo Pizarro, absolutely fantastic for the Powerhouse team. Brings so much defense to different teams. That is a huge win. Like I could probably stop here and be completely fine with whatever else I get. And we got Bonnie there to kind of round that out. But we're just going to keep going because, like I said, it's only 240 gems, so it's not the end of the world. So we're just going to keep going there, but that was like exactly what we... Red Hockey, second poll. It has to be the Dansai, the Morley Karasu, or the Nami Sanji, so let's see. So far, luck has been fantastic for this banner. I've heard a lot of people pull really good pulls on here, so I'm glad to see that. The Karasu and Morley, that's good to see them. Love to see them there. Favorite them real quick. And the final red poster is Vegapunk. Not bad. Yeah, he'll just be used for his super tandem to just level up that potential ability. But like I said, it's tough. He doesn't really see a lot of play. I know he can help produce some cooldown if you have him on that cerebral team. But yeah, he doesn't really see too much play in normal content, even PvE content. Another red there. Alright, so 1 red on this multi. Let's see if we can... I'd like to get some dupes of the S-Hawk if we could as well. Oh. Wow. 3 multis, 3 out of the 4 units I don't have pulled. That is insane luck. I probably should stop... Hey, this is my boy Fugar again. I probably should stop here just because, like, Nami and Sanji aren't worth it to go that deep. But, oh, and then a shark there at the end. But yeah, so the Nami and Sanji just aren't really worth it to go deep. But like I said, going for dupes. Would love to see some dupes of some characters there. And like I said, if I get some S-Hawk copies so I can kind of level them and bring him even further, would definitely be good. But yeah, like I automatically think like this banner is a win. Even if we go up to 10 multis, and Van Ogre's just everywhere out there. Even if we go up to the 10 multis and don't get Nami and Sanji, like this has been a W banner all the way. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with more Van Ogres at the back there. Final poster surprise red is another Vegapunk. All right, that's okay. We're just getting his super tandem up. The one thing to note about these characters that I found is that if you are powering them up, you'll notice that the ones you pull aren't going to show up in your power-up list because they are leveled up, and because if they're leveled up, they get excluded from showing. I don't know if that's a bug or it's something new that they've introduced, but I go over box space at the end, and as I was adding characters, you'll see that, hey, there's an S-Bear copy, we'll take that. And yeah, I was finding that they weren't showing up in the auto power up, and then when I looked into it, it looked like it had something to do with the fact that they were powered up when you got them, so they don't show up in that list. Shiru coming in there. I don't think we pulled many copies of him, so could definitely use that for some level limited break potential there. Blackbeard and Shiru just all over the place. I think I pulled probably like 4 of these guys so far. Alright, yep, so that was a free multi. Can't complain, free multis are free multis. Let's keep it going, halfway there. Again, this banner's been a huge success so far. Definitely wouldn't necessarily call it a bait banner. I think this banner is actually pretty good for the value that's there. So yeah, I cannot blame people for pulling if they want to take a chance with 240 gems. Like I think it's definitely worth it. Another Morley and Karasu there. Nothing else too great. Red at the end is... Hey, another Pizarro. Alright, we'll take that. Yeah, he doesn't have a super tandem or a final tap or anything like that. But yeah, if you can get this guy fully level limit breaked, then you're able to kind of get a lot of stuff going on there. Yellow chest, gold treasure, yellow text and gold treasure chest there. A red right away. 2 reds already. Oh, I have these guys, but I don't have them. I got the unevolved copy that I never evolved. I was wondering why it stopped on them, because I'm like, I know I have those guys, but okay, yeah, it stopped because I don't have the unevolved copy there, or I only have the unevolved copy, so that's why it stopped. So yeah, we'll take that. That's definitely we could definitely use that. Another red here. Another S Bear. So we got S Bear and S Shark on this multi. We'll definitely take those two. Again, I would have liked to get S Hawk better, but hey, it is what it is. Can't really complain here. Yellow text, no chest. 1 red. Awesome Frankie there. That rare group Frankie. Hey, there we go. Got a dupe copy of the Usopp and the Lilith there. We'll definitely take that. Final red is going to be Atlas. All right, not bad, not bad. She's really good in PvP. If you can get her level limit breaked up, she can really hit like a tank, which is awesome. Which cerebral team was a little bit better in PvP, the cerebral team, but it is what it is. Looks like this. Oh, we did still get a red. So yeah, I mean, even on multis, like nothing's happening, we still at least get 1 red, which is awesome. Like I know it's a 10% rate, but sometimes that doesn't always translate to getting 1 per multi. So let's keep it up just a little bit longer here. Another S Bear. So we're probably gonna get close to maxing him out. We must have probably like 5 copies so far, something like that. Final red is going to be another S Bear. Wow, we are just zooming up the copies of getting him up to level limit break. Well, this is going to be the last one, so let's go ahead and see what that last pull is going to look like for us. One red there. Hey, we'll take the Giants there. We'll definitely take them for additional dupes. And to wrap it up, there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much, you know, the 10 polls. Like I said, like we lucked out and did really good here. Absolutely fantastic. Can't complain. Would highly recommend if you have 240 gems that you're willing to spend. This is definitely a great banner for investment. Obviously, anniversaries are around the corner. You want to be saving gems for that, especially if you don't buy gems. You know, you want to be kind of in full save mode. But if you want to take a shot, get a bunch of legends that you don't have over the last year, like this is a great chance to do it. So, yeah, definitely recommended for me to go ahead and spend some gems, do some pulls. Again, apologies that I haven't been around for a couple weeks now. Things have been just kind of crazy with getting the family situated and all that stuff. So now things are hopefully going to go back to a much more normal cadence, normal swing, and hopefully I'll be back with a bunch of great content for you guys and be back, you know, putting videos out on every couple days at least, so you guys can kind of get some great One Piece Treasure Cruise content. Thank you guys for sticking around. As always, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, be kind to each other. Thanks.